you with Ibi, and obviously doesn't need an introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. The real Slim Shady, all the way from Roshni, Mr. Shady himself.
Thank you so much, guys. Welcome, Ibrahim. So good to see you. I love this color. This color looks good on Ibrahim, guys. If you guys haven't seen it, you wore it before.
Not on our YouTube channels. I did it on our Insta lives. Yeah.
All eyes on Ibrahim. Beautiful. Welcome, Ibrahim. So, guys, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, hit that bell notification, subscribe. We are gunning to Old Trafford. Good games this weekend, Ibrahim.
A bit of a mixed result for gunning to Old Trafford. On the one hand, happy Arsenal are moving forward, and
we're going to do our preview now. But Ibrahim, I was just sorry, I'm going to go forward. You guys have some tough games this week, man.
Tough games.
Tottenham. And you guys are Chelsea.
Yeah, tough game. Oh, Tottenham at home, Chelsea away. It's going to be tough. But
Sorry, guys.
I need to rein Abdul's in some.
Yeah, which is but a big fish. I'm like I'm a barber.
You taught me fishing, so
okay, good. That's why he reels me. Now he reels me even better, guys. So yeah, man, Ibrahim, from your side, Manchester United, what's your take on the game?
Yeah, so we're going to do our review and our player ratings all in one. Good. I think we start off with United because it's going to be a quick review. And then we jump into the Arsenal game. So
Ibrahim, if I can, and I love when Ibrahim does this, guys, just explain to the viewers how we're doing this thing. Right? Because guys, if Ibrahim doesn't do this, I'll give everybody a 10. Right? So guys, this is how we rate the players, and Ibrahim is going to explain it to you, and explain it very well. And if you guys have any give us your guys players
also give us any objections,
Yes,
Maverick Gaming.
Okay, Maverick Gaming.
Is it Maverick Gaming?
Yes, it's Maverick Gaming.
Maverick Gaming has been, interacting a lot with us, and we love it. So shout out to Maverick Gaming. Big up. Really enjoy the engagement. And keep it coming, I love the banter. I love the comments. So please keep it coming. And guys, this is open. We've got thick skin. So please jump in with the banter. We love it, yeah?
And just before we get in there, Ibrahim, remember, guys, this channel in Gunning to Old Trafford, for the fans. By the fans. For the fans. 100%. Okay, so please, you guys are more than welcome. Thank you so much for that support. But Manchester United.
No, so just on the ratings, actually, again, just need to
reel me in.
So remember, a 6 average performance, standard, straight out of the mill. If they had a poor performance, 5.9 and below. Yeah. If they had a good performance or beyond average performance, 6.1 and above. And, we can use our discretion. And obviously, I count on Shady to reel me back in, and he counts on me to bring him back in. Otherwise, all Arsenal players will get a 10. United, I'm not going to say much about it. I think what I love seeing now under Ten Hag is United have some sort of gameplay, some sort of plan. And they play really well from goalkeeper to defense to midfield. Correct. It looks like they've got a structure, they've got a way of playing, they understand how each other moves, etc. But when it gets to that final third, it looks like they're kind of struggling to break down a lot of the defenses. Yeah. So they're going beyond the low blocks. And they are getting behind, but the final deliveries are really poor. We're not getting the right crosses at the right time. They're not playing the ball through the lines at the right time. And I think that's where...
It just sometimes look like they lose creativity. There's no creativity. So, but it's something which you can fix.
No, I think...
it's a small switch.
Again, I think we all know where Manchester United were before Ten Hag came in. And we see the changes he's being implemented. So it kills me that I hear some Manchester United fans are already Ten Hag out, which is super surprising. But I think Ten Hag will get it right. And I think no one expects United to win the league this season. But we are pushing for a top 4 position. Yeah. So I'm hoping that he sorts this out over a period of time. I heard Rio Ferdinand say it, and you hit the nail on the head around the creativity piece. Ferdinand said that under Sir Alex, they also had games like this where, they're struggling to get their final ball. But they had this creative players in the form of David Beckham.
Oh, yes.
Nani, Cristiano Ronaldo, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, who they could throw the ball to and wait for them to do something magical.
Something, yes.
At the moment, we've got Sancho, we've got Anthony, but they being kind of closed down really quickly, and they're not able to run at the defender. So I think it will come with time, but we're missing that creativity.
True. Look at the first few games, Ibrahim, where Ericsson was disrupting that ball, and we call him. And honestly, guys, I'm not going to go back on my word. A real quarterback football player or
Signing
soccer
of the
player,
season for me.
signing of the season, but. I just felt for the past two, and I think we did touch on this. A little bit tired.
No, but he missed out this week, right?
He did.
And that's one of the big reasons.
But it's a good thing for
he
you
was
to
sick,
rest
right?
also.
But I think that was one of the reasons why Manchester United struggled from a creativity perspective.
True.
Just some key points. I hear a lot of rival fans talking about how Varane should have given away a penalty. It should have been given as a penalty. But if you look at it, the striker, I think it was Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
He runs into Varane rather than Varane taking him out. If you look at it slowly.
Yes.
I think there were 2 points of contention for me. The 2 penalties. The one where Ronaldo was taken out by Trippier.
Yeah.
If Trippier doesn't take Ronaldo's right leg, it doesn't unbalance Ronaldo, and he gets a shot in with his left foot. And we've seen him put those away.
Yes.
So I think that was something that could have been given. Not to stress that it wasn't, because I think those go 50-50. But Sancho's was a stonewall penalty. At the edge of the box, the guy clearly got no ball, took Sancho. Okay, Sancho a bit theatrical in how he went down, and maybe that's what worked against him. But no play to get the ball from the player. No. I don't know what you say. There was no.
No desire.
There was no desire, no effort from the defender to get the ball. He took Sancho out, and I think the biggest issue is the inconsistency with VAR.
Oh yes, I was just going to come to it. And so inconsistent. Man.
VAR is something that needs to get out of the game, because when it came in, they sold it as something that's going to take controversy out. But it seems to just add controversy to the game. Time. I like a football game that flows. If decision goes your way, if a decision doesn't go your way, it happens. But VAR slows the game down. It creates a lag, and you don't get that authenticity around it. They either need to fix it up to make it real time, or they need to get rid of it.
And also with the players, Ibrahim, some of them are now hoping for the best. I don't know if you notice it. Like if there's a tackle or something which is 50-50, they all now run to the referee.
Exactly.
Now, guys, like Ibrahim said, and I love that about you, where we come from a generation where the game used to flow.
Yeah.
And Bernardo Silva was talking, if you're going to, as a referee, if you are not going to blow for the small little tackles, why must VAR turn the whole game around for small tackles? So,
and it turned the entire momentum of the game.
The whole momentum, So, I don't know, VAR, guys, send in your comments. Let us know what you think about VAR.
And we'll put a poll on our Insta as well. Let us know what you think.
Yes,
and then the final controversy for me, the goal where Ronaldo scored offside, there was obviously the free kick that came from it. The referee blows the whistle. Newcastle defender kicks the ball to the keeper. Keeper doesn't do anything. Ronaldo intercepts it and scores. The referee doesn't go back to VAR because the game was alive. The game was flowing.
Moving,
The ball was moving. Ronaldo intercepts, he scores. They give Ronaldo a yellow card for dissent. But I think that should have stood, and Ronaldo should have got his goal 7-1. But let me jump straight into the ratings.
Awesome.
David De Gea, when called on to action, he did what he needed to. Was really commanding in his box again. And I think, not much to do on his end. There was a few times where the Newcastle striker got in, hit the bar twice. But I think other than that, United weren't really challenged. So I'm going to give De Gea a standard 6, because I think it was an average performance by De Gea. Dalot.
Ibrahim, just quickly, sorry guys, just to mention also in a big up to, I love David De Gea. It was his 500th appearance. I don't know if you guys saw and I think we did post it on our Instagram. Yeah. I mean, the pictures before the game.
Brilliant.
I mean, Sir Alex Ferguson with De Gea
and Ronaldo. It was amazing.
Both the boys he signed, but Alex Ferguson's aging.
Yeah. I mean, he's in his 80s now.
Yeah,
right?
he's a baby. He mustn't. But look here. Just a picture alone.
It was brilliant.
And Ronaldo was so happy.
Yeah,
De Gea was so happy. So well done, De Gea. 500 appearances.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
And then obviously there was a nice, goalkeepers union.
Yeah.
It was De Gea with all the reserve keepers, and I think Alex Stepney was there as well. Former United great, and I think we'll bring him up in one of our past and present as well. So De Gea is 6.
Agreed.
Dallo, I think he's bedded down at right back position. I think it's going to be very difficult for Wan-Bissaka. Dallo doesn't seem 100% confident, but he does what he needs to do going forward.
Yeah.
And he's defensively sound. He gets back into position, etc. So I'm going to give Dallo a 6 as well. I don't think there was anything fancy. Varane and Martinez 7. I think the two of them as a unit.
They complement each other.
Again, Rolls Royce Varane, Champions League Varane, and Martinez is going to become a cult hero at Manchester United. Mark my words.
He's got that
This
desire,
boy got that
burning
desire.
red
He's got
devil
that
desire.
hunger.
There's something about
He's got that nastiness about him,
Yeah.
And it's lovely to see it again. He reminds me a lot of Steve Bruce. He reminds me of Nemanja Vidic. A little bit of Roy Keane. With that hunger, with that desire. So I'll give them a 7. Luke Shaw, I think, came in again. They're lacking, and the same problem with Dallo. That overlapping and the crosses coming in, they're struggling with that. So I'll give Shaw a 6.
6 for sure.
That's an easy.
Can I just say something, Ibrahim? I'm actually I'm missing Malaysia, man. You know what, guys?
But Shaw,
I've grown fond of Malaysia, just the way.
Yeah.
But obviously,
he brings
Shaw
energy
is good,
to the team.
But I just say I'm personally missing him.
But I love what Shaw said about
brilliant,
it.
yeah.
So Shaw said after the Newcastle game, he said that it's the first time in a long time that a Manchester United coach brings players in and drops players on merit.
Wow.
He says, when I was dropped, I deserve to be dropped. And now that I'm performing, I'm back into the team. And I love it about Ten Hag because he takes you on merit, which is amazing.
100%.
And for sure to say that it's huge.
Ibrahim, as you guys know, I'm a coach. And before I went into this coaching career, and this reminds me so much of Ten Hag. My dad coached us as well. And he always told
Coach
me...
Ree, shout out, big up.
Shout out. Always be firm with your players, but be fair.
100%.
And this is what Ten Hag's got. Okay, now and then with his decision, he's very upright and he stands with his decision. And sometimes he's going to make some players upset. I mean, naturally. But he's firm and there's something about him,
No, he's got a presence, right? It looks like he's got the authority of the dressing room.
So firmness and fair as a coach, if you have that, I mean, players, if they respect you, like Shaw said, I mean, you're moving forward.
100%. I'm going to go do my midfield pair, Casemiro and Fred. Fred, I'm going to give Fred a 3.
Is that the lowest?
That's the lowest I've ever
That's the lowest, Freddy boy.
I think
my God.
Fred on his day can be a really good performer, but against Newcastle he was dreadful. Didn't do his job, was always out of position. And I don't know if a lot of people saw it, but there was a run where Anthony got on the back of the right back.
Yeah.
And a straight through ball would have unlocked that entire defense. And Fred got the ball, delayed it and played it out wide, and Anthony was upset. Fred missed a sitter towards the end of the game where Rashford played him in. He should have scored. And just overall, Fred's gameplay was poor. And, the step down from Eriksen to Fred is huge.
Yeah, you can see that.
And it just shows the work that this Manchester United team still need to go through.
Correct.
Casemiro, really good performance.
He's getting up to that level.
Yeah, should have had an assist. Controls that midfield. And a lot of people are saying, Casemiro is not doing much. What do you want from a centre defensive midfielder?
No, I mean...
Do you want him to be the centre of focus of the game?
Do you want him to go score? But he needs to just do what he's doing.
He's a defensive midfielder. He's there to shield your defence and he's there to break up the play and pass through the lines. And that's what he's doing.
But you know what I like about Casemiro also? And just to add what you're saying, is that he's brilliant in defence, but there's one or two... That transition. And those balls that he gives.
Pings it.
He pinged one... Well, the outside of his foot, was it the one where
Rashford should have... Yeah.
Now, Ronaldo, in that situation...
Ronaldo puts it away.
He puts it away. That's 1-0. That's
100%.
1-0. So, Casemiro...
And this is no disregard to Rashford.
No,
We're just saying that, Ronaldo would have put it away. So, Casemiro, for me, a 7. I don't think he deserves an 8 because I don't... if he got that assist, yes. But I think outside that, a 7. We then move on to Anthony. Anthony, I'll give him a 6.5 or a 7. I think Anthony showed some hunger, some desire, the work rate, the effort to bomb up and down that line consistently, throughout the game. And he showed that aggressiveness that Martinez has been showing. Yes, he got closed down a lot, but he was the only one willing to run at the defense. And I think that was really good.
No, he plays with no fear.
Yeah.
Could I change it to a 7?
Okay.
Just because I like Anthony. There's something about Anthony, guys. So from 6.5, just give him a 7 because really, I mean, he had the defenders under a lot of pressure. 100%. There was just no help
100%.
for my man Anthony.
Bruno, and this is going to kill me to give Bruno this rating, but I think Bruno a 5.5 or a 5. Bruno is one of my favorite players at Manchester United, and he's been one of my favorite players for a long time.
Just not the best day.
But he seems to be lost recently. When we're looking for the creativity, Bruno, who's my height, around 5'6", he's in the box waiting to receive a cross. And he's waiting for Fred to give those crosses. Bruno should be the one delivering those crosses.
Exactly. Exactly.
At one point, we were comparing Bruno to Kevin De Bruyne because of his output, right? And I think he's dropped down. So Bruno, please, whatever it is, get your head back in the game. We need you at top performance, right?
Definitely.
I think Bruno, not his best nights in a Manchester United shirt. Sancho, I'll give Sancho an average 6. I think Sancho created some havoc down that flank, but again, I think based on his output at Dortmund and what he's doing for United, he's not there.
Yeah,
he looked really strong against Ammonia.
Oh yes, he did. He was
he created a lot of problems, but against Newcastle, he did some good things, but again, at other times he was nowhere to be seen, and wrong decisions, at the wrong time. Instead of passing the ball, he went for a cross. Instead of trying to cross it in, he then tried a short pass and delayed the ball a lot. So I'd give Sancho a average 6. Ronaldo up front, average 6 again. I think Ronaldo didn't really impact the game. But like I always say, when it comes to Ronaldo, it's not about his performance throughout the game. It's about moments. And you keep your best players on the pitch, especially when you're chasing a goal.
Agreed.
And Ronaldo is the one player that guarantees you goals if he gets the service.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo gets a 6 because he's not getting the service that he requires to score.
And he was mad when he got...
Of course. And I agree with him, right? And I think that was a poor decision by Ten Hag, leaving Fred on the field and taking off Ronaldo. I think he should have taken off Fred, brought on Rashford, and drop Bruno into Fred's role.
And 2 centre mids and go with your two strikers.
Sancho, even you can drop then Sancho is or Rashford behind Ronaldo.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
And then Sancho on the left.
Perfect.
But
then you're a bit more attacking and you can get it's a home game.
Exactly.
You got nothing to lose.
And you got Casemiro that's standing in front of your defense. Bruno was anonymous, so let him do some defensive work.
Right. Yes.
And try to go for the win, But overall, I think that was okay. Rashford came on, looked hungry. What I like about Rashford is that it's the Rashford of old coming.
Yeah,
he's got his confidence back to run at players, take shots, and he's feeling confident again. So I'll give Rashford a 7. I would have given him an 8 if because he put it on a platter for Fred to score. Man. That was an amazing run. He bent his run to avoid the offside trap.
And I love
clever
Rashford,
to cut it back.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then the goal, what separates great from okay or good is the thinking, the spin on the ball, anticipate the spin, which Rashford didn't. So I'll give Rashford a 7. And then Ten Hag, I would have given him an 8, but I'm going to drop it down to a 7 because I think the decision to take Ronaldo off and keep Fred on for the entire 90 minutes was a poor decision. So
brilliant, guys. Please again, don't forget hit your guys' player ratings on the comment. Let's just go through it again. De Gea, 6 from Ibrahim. We got right back Dalot and Shaw, 6 for both of them. Your 2 pairing in centre back, the Rolls Royce Varane and Martinez, 7. We got Casemiro a 7. And the lowest so far in gunning to Old Trafford. Sorry, Freddy boy. You got a 3. You got a 3. We've got Anthony a 7. Sancho a 6. Bruno Fernandes, one of our favorite players. You get a 5.5 today. Ronaldo 6. Rashford 7. And Ten Haggy boy a 7 from Ibrahim. Ibrahim was brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
And I think quite balanced.
No, I agree with everything here. Moving on to the Arsenal game.
Arsenal, I'm just going to say one thing before you jump in. And this is to all you guys. And Abdul will know I give him banter all of the time. You know, this love you see here. If you're on Gunning to Old Trafford's WhatsApp group, you'll know how much I dig into Abdul around United and Arsenal. But I'm going to say hands up to Arsenal. You know, this is a game in previous seasons, Arsenal would have bottled it.
Of course.
They would have dropped points. They would have, frothed away. But he just seems to have the right mentality. His players seem to be there. And our boy Mfana Futi, ever since Abdul gave him that name, he's just he's living up to that name.
Mfana Shapa Ding Dong, yes, sir.
I'm not going to attempt that, but it's amazing. So Abdul, brilliant result.
From the start of this game, I was nervous. I'll be honest with you. Started, played for 2 minutes, power failure. Eskom, power failure. Now this automatically, it's a negative impact if you're an away team.
Yeah.
Right, because you're going back in, you're coming back out.
Getting warm, cold.
I mean, Leeds United fans were on top of their game. You had to be resilient. And to be a champion, you have to be resilient. Arsenal played not the best game. Trust me. We were lucky to come out with the 3 points. But guys, hard game. Difficult game. Yes, we rode our luck here and there. But 3 points are 3 points, Ibrahim. So, I'm going to go straight into the preview. If that's okay.
Happy.
Right, so we're going to start with Ramsdale. And today is the first time where I'm going to give Ramsdale an 8. And I'm going to tell you why. In the first half, there was a point blank save, which is certain a goal. Right, there was a header from a corner. Certain goal. Second half, he was magnificent.
Even a penalty. I know he missed.
Penalty.
I know Bamford missed it,
yes,
but Ramsdale put him off, right?
He put him off. Let me tell you, second half when they made and Bamford came on. Bamford, it was Leeds United wave after wave after wave after wave. And for Arsenal to, Ramsdale was a star performer here. If it wasn't for Ramsdale, his distribution, the way he slowed the game down. Because at one stage, and I'm going to go straight into our centre backs now. I love William Saliba. I love you. But this game, he was caught out. He was caught out.
Silly to give away the penalty.
Silly. And for the first time, Saliba, I'm giving you a 4. Because
a 4?
A 4. Really a 4 because I feel he could have done a bit better. I feel that, he started off well. But after the penalty, Ibrahim, he was all over the place. It's like
mentality.
He just needed to have like a water break and Arteta needed to bring him down and he was just
telling
making
him it's okay, we move on.
So you can see, guys, Saliba, only 20 years old, a little bit immature. However, he needs the experience, but a good game. And Bamford was running at him all the time. So Saliba, a 4 from me today. You considered the penalty. It was silly. Your whole body shape was wrong as a defender. Bamford, really came at you. So 4 for him. Gabriel getting a lot of stick. And
I would
guys,
give Gabriel the 4, right?
Right? No. Okay. Gabriel has been getting a lot of stick. And I'm going to ask you, all of you guys supporters, lay off Gabriel a bit. I'm going to tell you why. Right? So you guys need to lay off Gabriel. And with Gabriel, I'm going to give him a 5. Moving forward,
but he could have cost you guys with that kick out, man. I know the red card was turned over.
It was turned over. But do you know he looked very guilty? I was worried.
It should have been a red card, man.
It should have, but there was one also where Bamford actually knocked him from behind.
Yeah, but you don't kick out, man. And he made contact, right?
I know.
And that's again.
Agreed.
I think Arsenal got away with it, and good luck to them.
Agreed.
But I think the inconsistency with VAR again.
Yeah. No, it messed it up. It messed it up big time. But for the first time and for the first game, you saw a little bit of Gabriel and Saliba crack a bit. But this is where your Tomiyasu, your White needs to come to the centre fold and really dig in.
Reassured him.
Tomiyasu started again, left back, Tini on the bench. Started off slowly, defensively very well, but didn't give us that... normally he links up with Martinelli very well.
Ellen Road,
you need to be a bit defensive.
You want to be a bit more defensive.
So Tomiyasu, a fair 5.
Yeah.
A fair 5.
I would give him a 6, no? I think he was average, right? I don't think he was a poor performance.
Look here, he's a Japanese warrior. and for Ibrahim, we're going to give him a 6, right? Right, so give him a 6. I was a little bit, I don't know, man. Ellen Road, with the fans on you like that, I think he bottled it a bit. I mean, moving forward, he was just not that Tommy Yasu that you see.
No, but I think
and
maybe
that's
it
how
looked like he
Arsenal
had
play.
instructions from Arteta to hold back a bit,
so
right?
too. I
It
think
looked
so too.
it looked like that from the outside.
Ben White, a 6 for me again.
Standard performance.
Standard. He got substituted because Arteta went in a more defensive mode just for the points. So a 6 from there. Thomas Partey, not the best game, to be honest with you. Normally, Thomas Partey breaks down the
In the
play.
50-50s, he looked like he was coming off second.
He was coming off second. And that ball that Thomas Partey plays, when he breaks the attack from the opposition, and when he looks up, it's a ball not going sideways or backwards, it's a ball going forward. I don't know if this was Arteta's instructions like you just said now, but again, Arsenal playing side, and back. Side, back. Maybe he just wanted the wonder, maybe we just wanted the win. But a 6 for both of them, Xhaka and Thomas.
Sometimes you just need standard performances.
That's it,
just to get over the
points.
line.
That's it, 100%. So 6 there, Martinelli, Mfana Futi Saka with the goal at a tight angle. Never really thought he was going to score, but
What a
a
goal.
magnificent goal.
I mean, when I saw the goal back, I was like,
yes.
how did he get it in there, man?
Yo, Mfanas.
But I watched a video with, I don't know if you know F2.
Yes.
They're that freestyle group.
Yeah.
And they had a bit of a coaching masterclass with Arteta. And Arteta said to them, when you come out wide, and if the keeper closes you down at the near post, you do one of two things.
Yeah.
You either kick it high to go to the roof of the net, or you kick it a bit to the side so that if he rebounds it, it falls for one of your strikers to tap it in.
Brilliant.
And that was exactly what Saka did.
Exactly.
Odegaard played him through, and he went for the roof. So this is coaching by Arteta. And again, if you haven't watched it, and we're punting Amazon Prime this time, go and watch the
All or Nothing.
All or Nothing documentary.
I know,
It will
brilliant.
give you an insight into Arteta's brilliance.
100%. No, amazing. Thanks, Ibrahim. It was good. So, Martinelli, Saka, I'm going with a 7. Martinelli showed a lot of experience. Also, at the end of the game, holding the ball, knew there wasn't much to play for, held the ball, really, really strong performance. Saka got the goal, so a good 7 for them. Odegaard, first half was decent, brilliant.
But again, unlocked
still
the
a
defense for
conductor.
the goal.
And, that
What a pass.
Champagne pass.
What a pass.
It's a
Those are the passes Abdul used to play me through when we used to play.
Yeah. But you know why? You could play, as a midfielder, and if you have that vision, and if you have a striker like this man here, a tic-tac boom, you understand that, similar to Jesus, where they play alongside the defender or on his shoulder, and once a Jesus or Ibrahim sees your center midfielder lift up his head,
He's
they're
gone.
already making that run.
100%.
So automatically, yes, you could say good ball, but it's also the run from the striker
I think it's
to
that
unlock
partnership,
that
right?
partnership.
I think
So
that partnership.
I mean, wow, even the weight of the pass.
It was amazing.
So got a bit tired because he had to work, he had to run. So I'm gonna give him a 7. All three of them a 7 because I think these three really got the goal. Jesus was a little bit
Jesus is
disappointed.
disappointing me recently.
No, but I think he was
He
injured.
does a lot of work off the ball,
Correct,
but I think
correct.
the impact that he had at the start of the season versus now, it seems like he's dropping
A
off
little bit of
bit.
a tip. I felt that he was actually a doubt for the game. So I don't know. I was actually thinking he was going to start Nketiah, but he didn't, and he went with Jesus. Jesus' presence, he's got good presence, but never really did much. Yes, troubled the Leeds defense here and there. Good defensive work, but never really threatened them as your number 9 should.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him a 6.
Okay, happy
right?
with that.
If that's okay. Arteta again, and I'm going to go with a 7 here, just above average. Reason being, there were certain times in a game where he had to reassure these youngsters that it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay. We're in a game here. There were times there were about 4 or 5 water breaks, and each time Arteta was actually almost on the field. And I know it was difficult for us to watch, Manchester United, because it was the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was basically on the pitch, and Ted Lasso, Mr. Marsh from Leeds United, I like him.
He's a
I actually
brilliant
like.
coach,
He's a brilliant coach, and you know what? Both of them had it was so good. You can see the respect they have for one another. But both of them were so excited on the pitch. The crowd was going wild. It was those old days when you're playing Leeds United in Ellen Road, and wow, what a game. And Arsenal, lucky to come out with the 3 points, but deserve it.
And now, what, 4 points?
4 points
clear at the top.
You know, 4 points sound a little, but it's a nice cushion.
It's a good cushion.
It's a beautiful.
It allows you one loss.
It allows you one loss.
Which is amazing.
So that's a good thing. You know, I was just thinking about it, Ibrahim. If Arsenal can continue this, and I'm smiling, right? But if Arsenal can continue this until the World Cup.
Oh, you guys will come back strong, right?
You know? And
you got Odegaard who's not playing in the World Cup, so he'll be nice and rested.
Yeah.
Martinelli and Jesus don't look like they're going to be selected.
I'm sad.
Which is a sad thing, but a good thing for Arsenal.
Very good.
Because I think those guys are going to be rested.
Yeah.
Did Ghana make the World Cup?
Ghana's in, yeah. Partey's going to play.
Partey's in the World Cup.
Partey's in the World Cup.
There was one more player that I was thinking from you guys that's going to get a nice break.
You think Ben White's going to make it? He's looking good.
I think with all of the injuries that England have at the moment, I think he'll make the squad.
Gabriel might not make it also.
No, who was I thinking of?
Okay, Ramsdale definitely.
But anyway, at least your players are going to be nice and rested and come back strong, when the season kicks off.
100%. And locking in Arteta at 7, very courageous, what he did. I like when he brought on Fabio Vieira. Yeah. He brought on Rob Holding. He really went into a back
by those guys, but they did the job. Right substitutions.
Decent. They went back into a back 5 at the last 10 minutes when they brought on Rob Holding. They let Fabio Vieira play as a free role. But by then, Leeds were just kicking. And there were waves and waves and waves. But Ramsdale, stood firm. Decent player. So that's my player ratings. All of us who
laughed, including myself, at Arsenal when they signed Ramsdale. I'm eating a big.
It was a 25 million,
eating a big piece of humble
pie.
But
I was also worried because I love Leno. And I didn't know much about Ramsdale.
He came from a relegated team. He was at Bournemouth, right?
Bournemouth. Was it Sheffield?
No, I think it was Bournemouth.
Bournemouth or Sheffield.
Came from because at Sheffield was United's.
Oh yes.
Henderson.
Yes. So he came from Bournemouth.
And
25 million for going to a championship. So Arteta knew what he wanted. Yeah, exactly. So decent.
Just a quick thought on VAR's inconsistencies. Again, I think in the Liverpool game, where they call him back for the supposed tug from Haaland on Fabinho.
I have a problem with it.
I have a problem. Right?
Go for it.
That should never have been called
definitely.
back. That goal should have been allowed to stand. And then Salah, when he turned Cancelo, the ball bounced off his hand. And if a ball touches your hand, or at least the picture I saw, and Liverpool fans, please let us know. But for me, that should have been called a handball. Because it happened with United where it touched the hand and they called it a handball. So unintentional. So VAR again with the inconsistencies. But like we always say, the ball is round.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some.
Correct.
So big up to you Liverpool fans.
But even if you just just to dissect it very quickly, sorry about it guys. There was a small little handball from Salah. But if you look at the penalty that was awarded against Arsenal with Saliba, was also his hand. So why give that and not give that? It was a similar thing because their body movement or their body structure was not.
And then why call the back goal? Why disallow the goal for City
in a different
phase when Liverpool had chances to clear the ball, and then not give Sancho a penalty against Newcastle?
Now I was explaining to one of the kids the same thing. I said, you know what, VAR is fine. You can go phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Stop there. Why are we still going back and looking for a problem? Exactly. Going to phase 4, 5, 6. The tag was in the 6th phase. And you went phase 5.
And it was not a phase obvious mistake for VAR to get involved.
I don't.
But anyways, it's not sour grapes. It's just, and it's not against you, Liverpool fans. Yeah? So Liverpool fans, please don't feel that this is a jibe against you. It's a jibe against VAR. Like we said, you get some decisions. Some decisions go against you. So good luck to you guys. So last week you guys called it Varsnal. This week we're calling you guys Liverpool.
That's a good one. Well done.
If you give it, you must take it.
Well done.
But guys, thanks for tuning in. Amazing. This is our review and player ratings. Please jump into the comments. Let us know if you agree, disagree. Maybe Gaming, we're expecting comments, especially around the controversy for Liverpool. Big up to you. One of our consistent
and we appreciate it.
Comments on YouTube. So guys, love the interaction. Please keep it coming in. And
amazing.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification.
Ibrahim reeled me.
And now we're ready. Okay. So we are going to Old Trafford. Thank you guys.